So here's the thing. Rob will probably be here in about 10, 15 minutes. So we've got to talk about Switch 2 now.
Yes.
Let's get it all out. Let's talk about
Rob.
everything we want to talk about with it. And then when he comes on, we just, Rob, you missed that part of the show. We've moved on.
And that was all we wanted to talk about the Switch. Yeah.
Hello. Yeah. I can't hear you all.
Oh,
that's a you problem.
Super awesome.
Man, that's a shame, Rob.
One day I'll figure out how to use computers and be real good at them. You keep talking. I'll figure this out. I promise.
I'm just happy because that means the Switch is getting all these releases that wouldn't normally happen, just like the PSP. Mm-hmm. So I'm getting all my games that nobody else wants to play except like me and like a handful of other ladies.
Do you think that Switch 2 will have games that came out for the Xbox and the PlayStation like years ago, like Baldur's Gate 3?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I can hear you now. Sorry.
Like, will I finally be able to play Baldur's Gate 3? Because that would be great.
Are you all already talking about the Switch?
We're done, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, we just finished.
Oh, I missed the whole thing.
2 minutes in.
I was going to say, the one thing I can actually contribute.
I mean, that's pretty much all the information we have, right? It exists.
Yeah.
And it's a bit bigger.
I think we knew.
Apparently, it's made of jelly.
I think we knew that.
I mean, look, I'm just going from what I know from watching that trailer. So, like, there's jelly on the controllers, and it's different colored jelly on the different controllers, and they're bigger.
I haven't even bothered to watch the trailer yet. I've been so busy.
Oh no, I've told you everything about it.
Okay, then I'm done. That's all I need to know. Why am I going to get it?
So I put it in the chat.
I mean, it's just like a regular Switch, only bigger, but not that much bigger. More like that much bigger.
Not like a Wii U, but kind of like a Switch, but kind of like a Wii U, but not a Wii U.
It's like a Switch 0.1.
Is it like a Switch percentage-wise?
Take what Rob's got and make it like ever so slightly bigger.
Like 15% bigger. 15%.
Which even that much surface area is like these much.
Is it thinner? Is it thicker? Is it?
It's probably. I'm going to put aside my 12-year-old boy brain.
I believe that is so strong.
I believe it's
throw it up into the air.
You can catch it, right? It is probably a teeny bit thicker or something similar to this size, just because the SoC and the internals have been upgraded and things like that. There's more storage, more RAM, probably more heat dissipation, so bigger heat sink and bigger fan system. That's my guess. But I don't think it's significantly thicker. It's probably very, very similar in size to this. So
it looks cool.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm not going to wait to get it this time. I'm just going to get it.
Like, are you
kidding?
Being played very little.
Wait. Last time, didn't you like go to Toys R Us and pick up a Switch and sit in the parking lot thinking about returning it immediately? Was that you?
Tina,
that's you.
Great memory. It was Target, but other than that, you got all of the story exactly right. Okay. I purchased it. I sat in the parking lot for a while. I drove away and then turned around and went back and returned it.
Dan, you have worked hard enough in your life where you deserve nice things, such as the old Switch. And now you need to get the Switch too. Here's another device. This device has an 8-inch screen. So here's a comparison. So yeah, so the Switch 2 supposedly has an 8-inch LCD screen is the current thought. And the screen on this is a really nice, but this is an OLED screen. Like, it looks so realistic, doesn't it?
Mm-mm.
It's a sticker. But
yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
I'm like, what were you trying to do?
I think the 8-inch screen on this device looks really, really, really nice. I think it's a good size. So, but it's not too huge. Now, I can't stuff that thing in my pocket, but maybe I'll be able to stuff the Switch in my back pocket.
By the way, a thing again, so
I don't recommend putting technology. Don't recommend putting a Switch or a tablet or anything in your back pocket. I did that one time and went right in half. So
no.
Yeah, don't do that.
Come on, man. Don't you remember what was it
Why
called?
did you sit
Ben's
down?
Gate.
What now?
Why did you sit down?
Oh, arrogance. Most of the time when things fail, it's because of ego or arrogance, right? So I had this. It was a Nexus tablet. It was awesome. It was dope.
Ego or arrogance?
And
No, I think it's pure stupidity is the real answer.
there's no, actually that's probably
I
it.
think those are
I
all
was
synonyms.
stupid in my arrogance and ego. So I thought, oh, this thing is cool. It sits in my pocket. When I sit down, it won't snap. It'll just sit out. It'll just hang out the side. And no, it just wait. Yep. So do not sit with electronics in your back pocket or giant electronics.
I think
Anyway,
that's the Roger Miller song. That's a joke for.
I don't know white
like
music.
3
You have to hear
people,
me.
What
who-
is that?
Most of whom passed away.
We're near mint, but we're not that near mint.
We're getting close. Yeah.
Oh, don't even say that.
Tina, you're like 27. Stop.
I wish I wouldn't have to have like real life conversations about being like, hey, honey, do we want to be cremated or do we want to be buried? Because that's something you have to discuss.
Being an adult is not fun.
It's
We've
not
had a bunch of
fun.
snow days here in Kentucky, so it's like, yay, pizza party play. No.
Let me guess, Rob. You're like, you know what? Bury me with all my equipment. So in the afterlife, much like the Egyptians, I can gaze.
Whoa, hold on.
Going on here.
Sorry about that.
Literature and pictures, you made the right choice. So yeah, for anybody who's curious, there's another.
The
there's-
entertainment
yeah, there's a-
always bringing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there's a near mint condition stream going on right now too. So we're missing Maddie.
So, I mean, speaking of live streams, I know you guys sat there and watched the Savage Crucible live stream an hour ago, right? You know what that is? Anyway,
No.
you don't know what that is. It's a fancy toy company. You know, they're making mostly non-licensed stuff, very high detailed stuff, but they are making the first, as far as I can tell, licensed Elric figure.
Really?
Not Elric video game.
Alphonse Elric?
Yeah, not that Elric. Elric of Meldivenay. We had this conversation, I think, on the stream last time, but they just had their live stream, and yes,
Dan, I
Did
have
you
something
read
for
it?
you. I have something for you. Yeah.
Is this like Valiant Comics stuff?
no, this is old fantasy novels stuff, like 70s fantasy, sword and sorcery fantasy novel.
Oh, you know,
Oh,
I
wow.
once went to a porn shop in Tennessee and purchased. I was the only one purchasing because at the beginning they had like fantasy novels and stuff and some spicy. I was the only one purchasing the actual said novels, and they're like, "No one's ever purchased these before. These are just display." And I was like, "It looked interesting."
That reminds me of when we all first moved to Lexington, going to college, and pre-internet, and we're driving up and down Winchester Road, and I'm like, oh, a
Oh, yeah.
bookstore.
Oh no!
There's a reason they call that
Oh.
skin chester.
Oh, it's a bookstore
Oh.
that restricts who can
Oh.
come in.
I just
wonder why
it
they
took
do
me a
that.
second, Dan. Like, oh yeah, the bookstore on Winchester Road.
Yeah, we figured things out eventually.
Yep.
Andrew was probably with me for that. I don't
Probably.
know.
Actually, that's true.
Pretty sure I was. So yeah, Dan, I have this thing for you. Our friend Justin Bridges, who we don't actually play intro music anymore, but he did the theme song for Near Mint Collective.
Yeah.
He recently put this collection together himself. I don't remember the exact details, so you're gonna have to take a look at it and tell me what volumes it contains. Maybe it tells me right here, but I don't know how to read, so that's a different problem. But anyway, yeah, he printed out, and I was like,
off.
yeah, right, yeah. Maybe that's the problem. But yeah, please remind me next time I see you. I need to get this to you.
That's cool.
Neat stuff.
So what's everyone been up to?
Let's see.
Did you get a haircut, Andrew? Like buzz the sides?
Oh yeah, I do. I do that myself. I just kind of like trim them up every now and then. Yeah,
I hadn't noticed it before, so
I have to see. So here's the deal. I have to, because what happens if I don't and I do this, pull it back like that, is I get these like emperor penguin hairs that kind of poke out the side after a while.
those are your like little baby hairs.
Yeah, yeah, they get pretty wild on me, and they make me end up like looking like the oh shoot, what's the guy's name from the Munsters?
The blue guy?
The uncle? The grandpa?
Yes, I think so. Yeah, I just can't. Yeah, I was trying to think of his name, but
I can't remember.
yeah, they kind of make me look like that.
Mm.
So yeah, I'm just doing
That's a good look.
Little undercut. Thanks.
I mean,
Thanks.
maybe a little older, you know.
Yeah, the grays pop out a little bit more. That's all right.
Dye it, you know, like bright green. Look great.
Yeah. Fuchsia.
Tina, you? What's up?
Besides work-related stuff, I've been playing a ton of games. I've been reading manga. Yeah.
Nice.
Did you all have good Christmas eye?
Have we not talked since Christmas?
No.
Nope. Our last live stream. Yeah, this is January.
No, I'm behind times apparently. Yeah. Good Christmas.
Okay.
I have something to show off here. So in the last live stream, I kind of stumbled over trying to explain what my wife was making. When I was explaining that she'd been making scarves.
She's weaving.
And I was like, yeah, and I was like,
nice.
Not even remembering the name of a loom. But anyway, yeah, this is great. Yeah, right. Yeah, and it was pretty bad. I think I mentioned on the stream, I was like, yeah, she's gonna like cringe when she hears this, and then I explained it to her, and of course she did cringe. But yes, I brought it up to show it off this time.
Nice.
Pretty cool. Yeah, it's really, really cool. I'll try to. Oh, you know what? I should zoom in on myself here. Let's see. So yeah, and
nice. It's houndstooth even.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. She did all of that by hand. Very, very cool.
That is cool.
So yeah. How about you, Dan? Did you have a good break? Good holiday?
Not much of a break, but good holiday. Yeah. I mean, I'm looking around like there's not a lot to show because it's all been kind of incorporated into everything else already because that's the way we roll.
Dan, I want to see your Christmas Transformers. That's a real thing.
Yeah, I mean seriously, but like I said, I don't even think there are any behind me that are Christmas. Actually, I'll show off one thing.
Do it.
Because I absolutely brought Christmas presents that I want y'all to see.
Lori,
I just showed off
the add-on kit for the Generations animated Optimus boxes. Yeah.
Now, did you suggest this to her, or did she just go out and was like, "This is yeah"?
Tina, that's such a funny question. You're so silly.
What you do
So
is
you told her what to get
and
you.
be like, "Give me this."
You're
Don't
like,
use any
Lori
brain power.
bought me this. I bought it for myself, and I just put it from Lori.
No, she did. She asked me for a number of things, and I gave her a list with a number of things, and that is what she got, and it was cool because it's the sort of, you know, it was a nice spot in the kind of Christmas sweet spot. Stuff you want, but stuff you aren't going to buy yourself because it's a little more expensive than you're willing to pay for that sort of thing. Because like it's just add-on parts for the toy to make it, like, you know, with the wings and the hammer and the extra feet and everything.
That's really cool.
But it's so cool. So.
But wait, aren't you just collecting Hot Rod?
Barbie's dressed up.
I just collect Transformers.
Oh, now it's back to you just collect Transformers, where before
but
you're
that
like,
doesn't mean that I exclusively. Hot Rod and I are not exclusive.
Oh, not anymore.
We never have been.
Really? Because I think I distinctly remember a conversation where you're like, I've got to curate, and I think I'm just going to pare it down to hot rod. Or is my memory bad, Dan?
Look behind him. Oh wait, never mind.
Yeah,
No,
that's
no.
one side. There's hot rods behind me. There's
Oh, you've really added to this.
Oh my gosh, we haven't seen a tour in a while.
No,
yeah.
we haven't.
I was actually thinking about doing one, and then let's see, other side, more Titans there.
I like the purple lighting. Or is that lighting, or is that like backdrop? It's backdrop.
Those
Okay,
are backdrops in the Detolfs.
gotcha.
So
Wow.
yeah, hope
Yeah,
nobody has motion sickness. Sorry about that.
No.
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah,
a really cool setup.
So like, and just part of why I moved, because I used to have the big guys on top of these shelves over here, but I moved them thinking that I could get some more Billy extensions and some more lights and add 2 more shelves on each side and have a little bit more space. Because again, I'm stuck with the short shelves because of the way the walls angle up at about the 5 foot mark, or I guess 5.5. But apparently IKEA is clearing out their stock of the Billy extension, and it's difficult to get now. So
Really?
yeah,
Oh no. I wonder what they're going to replace it with.
well, they'll probably replace it with yet another slightly lesser quality of the exact same thing, to where instead of like melamine shelves, it's like, cardboard with white printer paper on it or something,
Mm-hmm.
Huh. So you're telling me I need to upgrade my shelf game quickly?
Depending on how long
Right.
this show lasts, and I don't mean this particular show, I mean the show writ large, you may see that at some point. we have plans.
So if you're getting Billies, you probably need to get. I need to go back to IKEA to get more Billies, because I've got more manga I need to put up.
Yeah, there's always more Billies that one needs.
Well, I mean, like, I have shelves, but they're not IKEA, however you pronounce it. They're not. But I feel I should upgrade my shelf game, especially if you think they're going to disappear and the quality is going to degrade.
That's what's been happening. They come out, like, replace something, and just is inferior quality to prior.
Yeah, it keeps the same shape, but it's just the materials get a little bit worse, and the price stays about the same. So it's like, trade-offs.
Well, I mean, they discontinued the Detolf, and they replaced it with a far inferior thing that was smaller. And
I don't like any of the Detolf replacements that they've come out with.
I don't. There's one that I was eyeballing that was sort of like a 3-shelf, sort of like longer elongated metal one that had a viewing top that looked interesting, but I just wasn't sold on it.
Yeah. No, same. I've looked at the different things they have, just trying to see if, something would be a good fit for any space that I have. Because, I was like, oh, I've got almost 9 inches of wall space over here. I could
have to fill
this is where you start biting the bullet and being like, how much did custom shelving?
Oh,
you have to put shelves up on the ceiling. That's the problem I have here. I put enough stuff on the shelf where, like, literally, like, up high where I put in shelves. It's like, yeah, I told the lovely wife, we need another shelf for all my Switch games or whatever. And she's like, there's literally no place left. I'm like, sure there is. Where there's a will, there's an A. And then I went into here and I was like, actually, she's right. So I want to start being creative.
Well, you didn't go to your oldest daughter's room and just look and be like, how old are you? When are you moving out?
Yeah, right.
My oldest daughter is giving me the dark eye right now.
You also got to light the shelves.
Oh, see, yeah, exactly. It has to be lit. See, that's the thing, Dan. Like, your shelves look really cool. Now, because my things are like plastic labels, I'm afraid of like putting too much light, because then things fade and don't look pretty. Yeah, but I assume that problem's already been solved.
Well, I mean, I take gambles with the lights that I choose, that they aren't going to cause yellowing any more than UV light coming in from the outside does, but we'll see eventually.
I've blocked off this room with like the what is it, light blocking curtains. Like no light touches this manga unless it's artificial.
I think I blocked off the lights with piece of cardboard.
What about another shelf?
Oh, there you go.
Funny enough,
you don't need those windows.
I mean,
That
that's
is
true. I
actually
think
what
there's shelves in front of the windows here.
I put a shelf in front of the windows, and my wife was
we're
like,
talking-
she
No.
was so upset. But
Even
babe,
better.
it does two things at once. It blocks out light, and I can put more games in it.
Right.
I'm thinking even better. The window is an opportunity for like inset shelves. The window is an opportunity for expansion.
Oh, that's a good idea. I hope she's watching the stream. And I'm
Why
getting
does it
funny
look like a tree house is hanging off the side of your house?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yep. See, solve all the problems.
This is why we are together in near mint condition. We build each other up. It takes a village.
It does take a
So,
I'm gonna catch
so
you
do you
on a
mean that
corner.
literally, like you're gonna come over with a hammer and nails, and you're gonna help me build this extra treehouse room on my where you go through the window and there's more toys out there?
You know, the thing is, if you say, "Hey, Rob, can you come over and like bring a hammer and a nail gun?" I would be like, "Okay, I'm in." So
I'm going to come over with the intentions of that, and then I'm going to say, "Hey, do you want to like play some Mario Kart before we get started?" And
yeah, we got to Mario Kart 8 before 9
all.
comes out. Get in our Mario Kart in.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Okay.
Tina, I want to see your Christmas present. Oh, Dan, is that always you're showing for Christmas? Oh, and Andrew, I saw the tail end of what you brought, which are made. Let me see again, real quick. This thing is what is this?
This is a scarf that my wife made, hand wove with a loom.
So that was your
everything.
Christmas gift, or did you
That
get
was
more
one- I mean,
Christmas
one of
gifts?
them,
Absolutely crazy.
Yeah. She
Was
got
that
me
your
some of
Christmas gift?
Yeah. That's the one I'm showing off tonight anyway, yeah.
Oh,
That's
nothing nerdy or interesting for.
Let's see. No, I definitely got some other stuff. Ooh, I didn't prepare, so I don't have them in front of me.
I actually prepared for what I got for Christmas.
Oh, nice. Okay, you show yours off. I'm gonna go grab a couple.
Go ahead, Tina.
All right, you'll appreciate. Well, no, maybe not. I got so I must admit I bought like half these myself because Heather's like, I don't know what you want, and I was like, well, anything manga, video game. So this is I'm lacking with PS5 games, so I bought Yurikyo. If you've ever heard, it's a visual novel that has sort of like what is it, not first person shooter, but it's like fighter pilot, like what's this? I can't even think of the word these days. My brain's near mint. Where you're like a pilot and it's a shooting game.
First person shooter?
Not a first person shooter. It's a
Third person shooter. Side scroller.
Pilot.
It's-
I actually don't know what this game is. I don't know what
you
this game is.
are in a mobile suit like fighter pilot thing, and you're fighting a bunch of enemies by just like basically raining bullets. Afterburner, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
the next
is
thing I was
the-
going to say is giant
What is
robot
the
shooter.
genre? It's a genre. What is it? Why is my brain
North
not?
Defense Force? What? No. Helldivers?
What?
Damn words.
Which I got thoughts about the video game. Anyways, I got a lot of Atami games. This is RIP 9, which I know none of you guys are interested in any of my Atami games, like Celeste,
I
Tina
am.
Fate, Winter's Wish, Spirits of Edo. I don't even know how to pronounce this. Verche Evermore, which also has a second parter. And then I also got things that are not quite Atami's, Overload. So the like VTuber game. Needy Streamer Overload. Yeah, that's the name of it.
Wait,
and then
wait. There, you're telling me you got a video game that's about the burden of being a streamer?
yes.
And I know that game is. It's fun. It's funny.
I mean,
Yeah.
like when they told me that you had to get a job in The Sims, I thought
I
that was
pre-ordered this one.
too much.
And then this was a guilty pleasure because I saw like furry girls and pinball, and I thought, why not? It's a kind of adult game, kind of not. Like it's spicy, but not spicy.
For the Nintendo?
For the Switch. Yeah, it's they cover all the bits, but sometimes the clothes go bye-bye, but they cover the bits.
Hmm.
You're trying
But
to
there's
turn furry
pinball.
girls back to human by playing pinball.
Mm.
Okay, you had me at pinball.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah,
called
that's what she had you at.
Yeah.
Sanrin Kagura Peach Ball.
Peach ball. Okay.
Yeah, so that's my Christmas, guys.
Those are all the Switch games I do not have.
Of course not.
Wait, there's Switch
Although
games you don't have?
I'm kind of thinking about I should get some Peach ball. That sounds really fun.
It in execution it's okay. It's mediocre. It is exactly what I expected it to be. It scratches my need for a pinball game because I have not played a pinball game that scratches that itch that's virtual since like Space Cadet. So
Oh my gosh. Yep.
right?
Microsoft Pinball.
Yeah. Yep.
I recommend Zen Pinball and then get ready for a whole bunch of microtransactions.
So I've played Zen Pinball, but what frustrates me is now you have to pay for every single like thing, and that I liked it back when they had like a set that came with Zen Pinball when you purchased it, and then you could buy extras. But now that you have to buy every single level,
Yeah, you can cheat if you get to Arcade 1-Up. They make some virtual pinball tables. They sometimes go on sale for $450 or $500, and if you do, you can get one of those and you can hack it. And coming out very soon.
Yeah, they've got placeholders on Amazon. Like literally, I went to Gung Ho. What was it like on Tuesday or Monday to check for news, and then like Omar messages me and he's like, "Hey guys, they've dropped the placeholders on Amazon for Lunar Remastered."
Oh, the art looks fantastic.
It
Cover art
does.
looks fantastic for both. Oh yeah, I'm all in. It is not live, but hopefully coming soon.
Right. Are you gonna get the PlayStation 4 or the Switch?
Actually, I'm going to get on PlayStation 4.
I am
and
too.
if I'm feeling strong, I might double dip. But because Lunar came out, Lunar Remaster came out on PlayStation 1, I want to stick with PlayStation.
Yeah. Well, and it's compatible with the 5, so you can play it on 5.
Yeah.
What is Revenge of the Gator? I don't remember that.
I totally remember Revenge of the Gator. That is a deep cut. Thank you, Newsweek Channel, for bringing up Revenge of the Gator. It was a great Game Boy game.
Whoa.
Which do I transition to my Christmas presents, or are we still?
Yeah, go.
Hold on. We'll transition, but I'm back. I grabbed a couple of things, so I want to wrap them up real quick because I wasn't.
Okay, please go ahead.
But,
put a pin on Revenge of the Gator.
Unwrap them real quick.
All
right, I have to go hang my head in shame. I'm sorry.
Show's over. Let's see. These are just a few things that I grabbed that were within arm's reach. My wife got me. I've been collecting some pins lately to throw on bags and stuff like that. So she got me a nice Ted Lasso one.
Believe.
And also,
I want to see the big ones.
Hold on. Let me.
There we go.
There we go. So there's that. If you're a Ted Lasso watcher, then you know what that means. Also, these little guys.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sweet! You get to launch them into space.
Exactly. Yeah. We haven't gotten there yet. Oh, yeah. Speaking of that, Rob, I have a really sad story for you that I need to bring up. But then also, let's see. For
Freddie Mercury.
I'm not really a candle burner, but it's pretty cool looking, and I'm a huge Queen fan, so this is pretty fun. And then, lastly, I finally got myself a DVD Blu-ray set of the original Star Trek movies.
TOS. Nice.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. I'm done.
No, that's awesome. That's cool. I do not have any Star Trek DVDs.
I also do not have Star Trek DVDs.
I do.
Yes.
I think I saw. Hold on.
You know the way you said that. I do.
Well,
See,
I say that with
things,
regret
I
because
think I
I
saw.
almost purchased the entire season or series of Next Gen and I didn't, and now it's sometimes pricey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Always
News
buy
City.
things quickly.
Yes, one case is blue and one case is black because one case is, I can't do this and zoom in at the same time. This is Blu-ray. These are Ultra HD.
This one is all the good movies, and this one is the odd-numbered movies.
This is 1, 3, and 5. This is 2.6.
They're in
Even
that case,
numbers are
you don't
good and the odd
accidentally
numbers
watch
are
the
bad.
Bible.
What you're saying?
What's that, Rob?
I said the even numbers are good and the odd numbers are bad.
Generally speaking, the even numbers were definitely more successful.
Yes.
Okay.
If you're a nerd like me, you can appreciate some of the odd numbers. Really, just kind of the first one.
The odd numbers give you some dialogue and some history and lore that we would not have otherwise, and not everybody liked them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
it's kind of like Metal Gear Solid. People really like the odd Metal Gears, but they don't like the even ones, which is, I don't know if I agree with that, because Metal Gear Solid 2 is fantastic, but that's a different discussion for a different day.
Yeah. While we're on the topic real quick, though, when we were talking about Kuroks, I think I mentioned that last year I got Tears of the Kingdom. But at the time I was really busy with projects. I was like, and I hadn't finished Breath of the Wild yet. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to start this right away. I'm going to wait. I waited like all year long because I kept putting it off because I knew I would just get completely sucked into it and not do anything else. We finally opened up Tears of the Kingdom because we got, we got physical media. Finally opened up the case. And to our surprise was a copy of Breath of the Wild.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
I mean that we got sold because I think we got it like
secondhand.
It was from GameStop, but it was everything Tears of the Kingdom, like the case and everything was Tears of the Kingdom, but the cartridge is Breath of the Wild. Somehow we have 2 copies of Breath of the Wild.
Always check, man.
Dude, bro, go back to GameStop.
Well, it's been a year. Do you think they'll still take it back? I don't know.
I wouldn't believe you.
Well, you know what? Which GameStop did you get it at? Because if it's one of my GameStops, I know the guy. I can vouch for you.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was wondering about. We'll talk later. Yeah.
That is a very sad story. Now I'm all upset. Don't tell me these stories and I get upset.
We like seriously, we were like sitting there going, what could we have possibly like accidentally switched this out with somebody else? Like went to somebody's house, brought our Switch, games got shuffled around or something like that. But I asked around to all the people that I knew we had taken our Switch to, and nobody had an extra copy. And nobody was missing their Breath of the Wild. What's that?
Did you get Tears of the Kingdom?
No, that's what I'm saying. I just found this out like 3 weeks ago.
Right.
So no, I have not purchased another copy of it yet. No.
When you have a car, there are like GameStops everywhere.
Oh, there are.
I wish we had known because Tears of the Kingdom was on sale like a mug over African American Friday.
Damn. Yeah, I didn't notice then.
Okay.
All right, Rob, what you got?
Now that I'm a sad panda.
Cheer us back up with holiday spirit.
Okay. So someone mentioned Return of the Gator, which again, good job, Return of the Gator. This was an old Game Boy game. You're a little gator and you play pinball, and it was actually really, really fun. I think I have a copy of it over there. I think I'm actually not sure about that one. That was a great game. So the Game Boy is a very near and dear system to me. This thing came out back in 1989. There's no such thing as backlit screens. You had to have a light shining on, or you had to use the sun. So car rides. I try to tell my kids, you girls don't understand what a car ride was, right? Back in the day.
For the street lights.
Dark.
Oh. Yes.
You had to have the little flashlight thing on it. So there have been several people. There are lots of modders and homebrewers that have taken Game Boys and put it in backlights and different screens and things like that. And then there's a thing called the Analog Pocket that has 10 times the resolution, and it uses FPGA technology, and it plays a lot of other things other than Game Boy games, but you can actually put carts in it. So what I got for Christmas is this thing right here. This is called the Mod Nation Chromatic.
Yes.
So what the Mod Nation Chromatic is, the guy who he's of questionable integrity. Palmer Luckey, who started VR, I think he was an original Oculus founder, but then did some political things that people get upset about. But before all that, he was a hardcore Game Boy modder, and he put all of his resources into making this thing. And this thing is not that well, it's expensive, but it's not like over the top expensive. But what's cool about this is it has an actual 160 by 144 pixel screen, and it's the same technology that the original Game Boy used, the original Game Boy Color used. But it's backlit, it's beautiful. And what's also cool about this is this front screen, this is sapphire, so it's scratch proof. And the body is this magnesium metal thing. Like, this is something that normally I would never take my devices and just throw them in a bag and go. This is something that absolutely I would just go and did. And just as an example here, it came with a copy of the world's greatest game. As it goes in focus, Tetris, world's greatest game right there, right? Is that backwards? I need to flip my mirror on my camera. That looks weird. Okay.
It looks right to us.
Oh, okay, great. Okay, if it's looking for you, that's fine. So let me turn this thing on.
Ooh, yes. Okay.
There you go. So the fact that you can see this, it looks beautiful, it looks great, it's clean. And this is a version of Tetris that was specifically made for Mod Retro with Mod Retro developers. So the underlying technology of this is also FPGA, but because it is again, Palmer Luckey founded the company on being able to mod this thing. It uses AAA or AA batteries just like the old one. It uses the same screws as the old one. The buttons are the same. Everything feels the same. It's the same thing. It has a volume dial, the same port for multiplayer, the IR sensor for Pokemon. It is the same. And I have I thought I did. Maybe I don't. I had a flash card around here. Here I do. Plays with my flash card just fine. So what's a Game Boy game you want to play that I might have?
Flashing at Rob's Foley work as he's going. Ding.
Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, that should have been, what is that? ROM. Let's see. I want to play. How do you spell Game Boy? Let's play old favorite. Let's play Pokemon Yellow.
Wait for it.
Anticipation.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
There it is. Oh, I can't really see it very well. Oh, that's rather unfortunate. But Pikachu's doing all kinds of cool stuff. But like, it's Pokemon Yellow, and because it's FPGA technology, it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. Battery life is incredible. So if you are someone that loves the Game Boy, yes, absolutely. I actually tested on a real Game Boy right here. Absolutely works. So here's a size comparison of an old Game Boy. I don't have a Game Boy Color handy, but see how big it is, right? So if you are a fan of Game Boy and you want to play Game Boy games on the most authentic, perfect screen possible, this is it. You don't have to worry about loading up OSs or firmware updates or any of that. You take your Game Boy game or Game Boy flash card, plug it in, and you're good to go. It's fantastic. So that's cool thing number one. Actually, I should have done that second because that's one of the coolest things. But this other thing that I got from my coworkers, we did a Secret Santa. This is also really neat. This book is called The Art of the Box. So this showcases artwork from various console games, PC games, from various artists, and some of the works. I'm trying to make sure there's no glare. So a lot of artists are like a lot of these folks did many a Game Boy and many a Nintendo, many a PC, many a game cover, and it just showcases all their art, and it's really, really, really cool. The company that does this is Bitmap Books, and so I have a bunch of their other books anyway. Their books are high quality, glossy, sturdy. Look at this. Remember that from Wolfenstein? That's the
hell yeah.
Yep. So yeah, this surprise was like, oh, my coworkers know me. How cool is that? So
really
yes,
cool.
those are two very nerdy things that Santa dropped off in his sleigh.
Nice.
I always wondered when I was a kid, because you look at video game box art for any system that wasn't the Sega Master System, and it was like, now, I can see that this bears some vague resemblance to what is happening in the game, but like, who told this artist what to paint? Like,
Imagination, Dan.
well, right, but it's like, did the artist have anything more than the name of the game, or was
Imagination.
that's just it?
Yeah,
You
right.
know?
Let's look at Pitfall, right?
Oh man,
Oh, that's a
so
good
many
one.
hours in Pitfall.
Can we bring this up? So
Put it in front of your
Pitfall,
face.
focus,
Yeah.
focus. There we go.
Yeah.
Like that kind of looks like Pitfall, right? Right.
Yeah.
And then this is Space War. I mean, they're having war in space, I guess.
Right. It doesn't exactly give a good preview of the gameplay.
What are you talking
Doesn't
about?
have
Like
Bubsy
you could
3D. Let me look at the index and see if Bubsy 3D is in here. That's a good question. I think that was done by a different person, though, right?
I'm not familiar with Bubsy.
There you go. If you're near mid condition, you remember Bubsy.
Yeah.
I remember the music to that game. That game had great
right.
music. Oh, Bubsy. No, Bubsy. I see Bubsy 2, Bubsy Claws Encounters of the Fur Kind. I do not see Bubsy 3D.
Mm.
Glare. There we go. Just a sample. There you go.
That is really cool.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all.
Mm. No, that's fun.
Okay.
Yay, Christmas.
I want you all to talk more because I want to talk the last 5-10 minutes about the Switch 2. But I want you all to
Isn't
talk
this
more.
like the last? No, this is the last 15 or so minutes.
Well, I don't want to take 15 minutes.
We
That's too
already
much.
talked Twitch 2, Rob. I don't understand. What more is there to talk about?
Yeah, it has some gelatin on it or something.
Yeah, exactly.
It is pretty, yes.
I'll put in the plug that if people aren't getting ready to watch Severance season 2 tomorrow, I think, right?
Yep.
17th. That you should. It was season 1 was really good TV. Season 2 is likely also going to be really good TV.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I am probably making a huge mistake in not rewatching season 1 before season 2 starts. But
so, are you going to watch it as each episode comes out?
yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So
I haven't done that in a while. Just because I'm typically behind on shows, so I'm like by the time I get around to them, they're all out, right? But I've been watching season 2 of Silo. And that's the first show in a while that I've had to wait every week for a new one to come out, and it's killing me. I'm so spoiled by being able to binge on everything. So I'm not sure about Severance. I might just wait.
Okay. So speaking of which, though, I was under the impression that Netflix didn't do that. And Netflix always said, here's everything all at once.
Sometimes it
But I'm
depends.
trying to watch that new stupid remake of Dragon Ball GT and the Dragon Ball Daima. And
I was going to say, hold on now. Don't say stupid. Watch your words, sir.
Yes. No, not stupid. It's actually quite enjoyable. But like, I got to episode 12, and then it's like, here are some other shows you might like. I'm like, the hell's this? Like, give me more episodes. And there were no more. And I got very upset over something that I shouldn't have gotten as upset about.
So you're watching on Netflix, not like Crunchyroll?
But yeah, it just strikes me as so strange that they basically said, yeah, that first time we tried to do this basic plot, it didn't work as well as we hoped. So let's just do it again.
Yeah, I mean, like if it doesn't stick the first time, try again, right?
Right.
Listen, they're doing the same thing, but better with Toriyama's guidance. See?
Yes. You know what? It wasn't very interesting when we just made Goku a kid. Let's make them all kids.
Like I said, this is just like Muppet Babies.
It really is.
That's how I feel about this.
Babies.
That's why I'm just like, yeah, pass. I watched the Muppet Babies.
It's very much Dragon Ball Babies. We make our dreams come true.
Yeah.
But again, so far so good. So
Okay.
So
okay.
About Netflix and anime, did you know that Netflix made more money off of their anime than Crunchyroll did?
Wait, what?
Apparently.
Really?
Is that right?
Now, I haven't actually factually verichecked this, but this is something that I've heard multiple places. So I was like, really, if that is the case, that is really sad.
Wow.
I like your word Vericheck. That's a nice word.
Mhm.
Well, but Crunchyroll's a very
Well, it
the
started as a
business
non-legit
subscriber
sort of
base.
one-eye pirate thing, and then slowly transitioned into the legal area.
Yeah.
I think I do remember Crunchyroll back in the day. Yeah, but
Oh,
that's
I
what
do.
I was going
I
to ask you,
remember
man.
all the viruses.
Why are you not watching this on Why are you not watching this on Crunchyroll?
That's
What,
the Dan.
me?
Yeah.
Because I don't have Crunchyroll.
This is why Netflix is making more money off of anime, because a lot of kids can't convince their parents to get Crunchyroll, but they do have Netflix, so the kids are watching anime on Netflix.
Exactement.
Dan, convince your parent and or guardian to get you a Crunchyroll subscription. I think it's $7.99.
I no longer have the streaming money in our budget to do that because we had to purchase Sling. So we have a TV provider so we can use our ESPN subscription to watch Kentucky games.
I have a loving family member that has a dish satellite, like an old school dish. And that person, I created an account for them, and then I use that account to watch ESPN Sports. So yes, that's how I watch all my Kentucky games. Is my loving family member's dish network. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
You guys are the sports ball. That's cute.
there is nothing that fills me with more rage than having to get a subscription to use a subscription that I otherwise already purchased.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Yep. All the streaming is now cable.
Understood.
I can't say I didn't see that going that way.
Oh, of course. No.
I've nixed a lot of my streaming because I'm just like, what's the point?
Yeah, we were going through the other day, and I was thinking, that Netflix and I guess Netflix and Disney Plus are the only ones that we get now that aren't part of something else.
Yeah.
Because we get the Apple, because I get to do the whole Apple services package, and we get Amazon and all that. But yeah.
Speaking of Apple services, did you watch the Tetris movie?
I have not seen that yet.
I haven't, but I do want to see it.
Yep.
So I do not have Apple services. I do not have Apple TV. I have an Apple computer, but I don't have any Apple services, Apple TV or whatever. So I had to go through different means of finding this movie. It is fantastic. Now, I've
What's it
also
called
watched Tetris.
The movie's called Tetris?
Yes, the movie's called Tetris. And it's about Alexei Pajitnov, Hank Rogers, and all the drama that goes in. Now, I've watched the hour-and-a-half long documentary from the gaming historian on him talking about Tetris, and there's another documentary specifically about Tetris, and also there's a game called Tetris Forever that has videos and interviews with a lot of these core people. So I'm pretty well versed on the story of Tetris and the licensing. It's actually really, really interesting, especially if you're a legal person or a lawyer type person. Wait, there, right there. So it's a very fascinating story in licensing and espionage. So this movie is good. It's actually great. There's a little bit more punching that I think actually occurred. I think Alexei Pajitnov was sort of yeah, that didn't happen. There might have been a high-speed chase. He's like, I don't think that happened either. But basically, they added a few Hollywood things, but to make the movie really interesting and exciting. So if you have Apple Plus TV or whatever it's called, definitely check out the Tetris movie.
I will check it out.
If you're like News Pooey here and you've bought a new device recently, it's totally worth it to at least cash in on the 3 free months that you get.
Yeah.
If nothing
and
else.
Watch Severance.
Especially if you're into sci-fi stuff, Apple TV's sci-fi shows, especially their originals, I think are way better than anything else that's out there right now.
So I have purchased an Apple device very recently because I'm afraid of tariffs. And I want to get all the technology in before things get extremely expensive. So I do have a new Apple device sitting in a box, but I haven't set it up. So you're saying Apple TV might be in that box for 3 months?
Yes, I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think it comes with any new device that you purchase.
I'll have to take a look at that. That sounds super interesting. Okay.
All right, Rob, give us 10 minutes to Switch 2.
Oh, yeah.
Here's my Switch shirt. Yeah. Okay, so raise your hand if you saw the trailer.
It was full of jelly, like I said.
Tina.
I've been working.
That's fine. There are a lot of leaks and rumors from like Nate the Hate and some other various guys in the industry. They're like, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. It's going to have magnetic Joy-Cons. It's going to have maybe a mouse. It's going to be this size. So we knew a lot of these things, like how much storage it has, how much RAM it has, what it looks like. CES in Las Vegas, which if you've ever been to one of those shows, they're fantastic. They're right after the adult entertainment convention, which I didn't know the first time I went.
Nice.
And I'm walking around, I'm like 20-some years old, and I'm walking through Vegas, never been to Vegas, little country black dude. I'm like, wow. You remember our buddy Travis, Andrew? Hey, Travis, people in Vegas sure are scantily clad. I didn't understand. So innocent, so young. Anyway, so CES is the show for consumer electronics that shows all these things. And a company that makes accessories for Nintendo, an unlicensed company called Genki, they brought in a fake one and showed their accessories working for it. And Nintendo lawyers only came knocking on their door because all the leaks, everything, the shape of the body, the Joy-Cons, everything has just been factual and true. So the thing that we didn't know is when Nintendo was going to drop this trailer. And we suspected it was going to be on Thursday and on the 17th. But in Japan time, technically Thursday, if you go late enough, that actually is true. But they dropped a little bit early. But I was hyped for it. I got the notification. I watched it 85 times. Even though I knew what was going to happen, I knew what the basic shape was. It was cool to see it confirmed what it is. 8-inch screen, Joy-Cons. Hopefully the Joy-Cons hopefully they have like the HAL effect Joy-Cons where they don't have drift and weird things like that. These little buttons here, these should be much better. They're much larger. Rather than having a sliding mechanism, it has
that constantly unlocks on me when I'm holding it in my hands.
Right. It now has magnets and it goes in like this and it's color coded and there's a little thing here. Buttons are bigger, like I said. There's a push button thing that pops it out. The kickstand, so this is the OLED model. The kickstand on the OLED model is nice. This new kickstand can fold fairly far down. There's a USB port on top. I suspect that Nintendo is going to do things like allow you to have cameras or link things together. Although they have to be careful because, kids buy these things and we don't want kids buying devices with cameras, right? That's a no-no. They also specifically talk about, they had said back in December or maybe November that the Switch 2 will be backwards compatible with the Switch 1 if you have an NSO account. So I was originally thinking, okay, that means only digital games are going to be backwards compatible. No. They specifically said no, physical games too.
Nice.
So I think that's really smart. Now, so this, even though a lot of things I kind of knew. Oh, and they showed Mario Kart 9, and it looks like Mario Kart. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, this is one of the booster pack levels I've seen from Mario Kart Tour. I haven't seen the stage. I don't know what this is. No, wait, no, this is something different. This is like Route 66. This is actually a new level. Like, it took a second for go because it looks like Mario Kart. Now, some of the characters look a little different. Like, Mario looks more bouncy and cartoony, like in Super Mario Wonder. Donkey Kong looks like, he does not look like Donkey Kong. He looks like Donkey Kong from the movie. So there's little changes. And also, I think, I could be wrong, the starting lineup had 24 spots, so maybe up to 24 people can play at the same time? Really?
So, online capabilities, gotcha. Same as what
I mean,
now, though.
So I was like, okay, I'm all in for this. Mario Kart, we know it's going to be, maybe it's not going to be called Mario Kart 9, but everyone knew there's going to be a new Mario Kart game. But it looks cool, and the characters that you would expect are all they showed in this little quick trailer. Donkey Kong, Princess Peach, Rosalina, Toad, Bowser, Mario, Luigi, etc., etc., etc. So for me, as someone who loves the technology, loves the industry, been looking at leaks, I saw this trailer and it wasn't like I was disappointed. I was not disappointed. I was happy that some of the rumors that I thought I saw, like it being having a bigger screen, better Joy-Cons. Tina, you said it. You said it up front. They pop out and they act weird. Like if they've improved, they took the Switch 1. Well, this is not Switch 1. This is an OLED. If they took the Switch and just made it better, look, smaller, bigger, right? If they did that, I'm happy. And that looks like what they've done.
Yeah.
There are 3 things that have not specifically confirmed that will make me happy if this happens. There'll be in April, there will be a
Whoa.
Wonder Manny! Yay!
Wonder Manny?
That stream was so long.
We're glad you made it. I'm about to wrap up my Switch talk, and then you can jump in and talk.
No, I'm just gonna say hi.
Hi, and then Dan leaves.
Oh.
Oh.
Yay! So if they do 3 things, I'll be happy. Thing number 1, they said backwards compatibility. If they add performance updates and patches, so like games that ran at 30 frames a second or things that kind of choppy like Link's Awakening and Sonic Frontiers, those run at 60, that'll make me happy. If they fix the Joy-Cons where there's no more drift and they use Halo Effect Joy-Cons, that'll make me happy.
That'll make
and
me
the first thing is, I've literally been saying this for 8-9 years. On the Wii U, which I loved, and I may have pressured some people to buy a Wii U because, hey, it plays Wii games. It does it in HD. It's all these great things. It has a screen. And then they only sold 13 million Wii U's. If Zelda Wind Waker HD and Zelda Twilight Princess HD make it off, because they didn't make it to the Switch, they make it off the Wii U and make it on the Switch too, those 3 things will make me happy because my kid is going through Ocarina of Time, and I know 100% she's going to want to play Wind Waker next. And getting out the old Wii U and making this thing play is a PITB. So, will it be 1080p on the device and 4K on your TV? Currently rumored, yes. So if you go to Digital Foundry, they talk about like the SoC and the technology. It's using DLS upscaling and things like that. I don't know if that's been done through the dock or through the device. Yes, supposedly the screen is a 1080p LCD screen and 4K on the device. But Nintendo's not confirmed or denied that. But that's what we're hoping. That's what the SoC is capable of doing. So, yeah, I'm hyped. I'm ready for it. There are going to be events in Dallas, in LA, and in New York. I'm trying to figure out if I can drive or fly to one of these places because it'd be kind of cool to go to an in-person like Nintendo Switch 2 thing. I'm going to buy it, so it doesn't really matter. But it would be cool to go to an event. So I was happy. I wasn't super hyped, but I was happy that things are confirmed, and I am looking forward to it being official. It'll probably come out in May, summertime, something like that. I predict 3D Mario. I predict one of those. I also predict and Andrew, keep doing your Zelda Breath of the Wild thing. I predict that Nintendo will put Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom together in a double pack and maybe make it run at 60 frames a second. So I believe there will be a Zelda Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, 60 frames a second double pack game to carry over the Zelda people.
All right, good to know.
Good stuff. So, and my guess for the price, I don't know, $400, maybe. I don't think that's unreasonable. The Steam Deck costs something similar to that. The ROG Ally costs a little bit more. So, yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy about it. And I did that in 1 minute to spare. Boom. Switch talk.
You did
What's
good.
up?
So the April 22nd date at the end of the trailer is just for like they're going to give more information.
Yes, the April 2nd date in the end of the trailer, there'll be a very specific Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, which is where they'll probably talk about, well, not probably, definitely talk about price and games and maybe features. Also, one other thing, if anyone has a mouse next to their area, if you look underneath the mouse and try not to like laser your eyes out, there's 2 little optical things. And those 2 little optical things, like if you pause the video at just the right time, you can see those 2 little optical things on a Joy-Con. So I'm wondering if one of these little Joy-Cons will be able to be used as a mouse, which that'd be kind of cool too, right? So, interesting. I have so many questions. There's also a mystery button right here. What does this button? Wait, no, it's right here. What does this button do? Inquiring minds want to know. So I like surprise and delight Nintendo. Because of the leaks, there hasn't been that much surprise. But now that the thing is out there, there can be more potential for surprise and delight. 10 o'clock,
Cool.
Drop the mic.
Love it.
Nice.
Maddie,
it.
how did your previous stream go?
It was 3.5 hours.
Oh my gosh. I thought it was an hour.
You
No.
say that like you're having like
Wow.
non-flashbacks.
Well, I
mean,
had therapy on Zoom, on the computer, and then we had a break, and then we had Evergreen, and now I'm here.
Oh.
So I've just been like here, like, hello, what's happening?
God.
Omar, what's up?
Omar.
Hey, I just came to say, have you guys heard of the Switch 2? Has anybody?
Omar, I just told the people.
Lunar 2 is getting released.
Oh my God! You
Lunar
know,
1 and 2,
you have no
Sugar
idea
Coder 1
how
and 2.
anxious
April
that's
is
making
lit.
me.
I will see-
Considering-
hopefully there's some merchandise out in Japan while I'm there.
Oh my God, Lunar and Lunar 2 coming out in physical collection like has me. It's giving me flashbacks of waiting in line at Best Buy and Target for those stupid ass
Divorced
amiibos.
dad.
Because
I
you know there's
with my-
scalpers that are gonna buy 5 copies and they're gonna flip them like Rob and all his friends, and then I'm gonna buy a copy from Rob because I'll have to remind him that he's my friend. And
That's right.
what's
And
gonna
I'll give
happen.
you the friends and family discount.
And I won't get the version that I want. Like I want the Switch version. I'm sure everybody else wants the PS5 version.
Yeah, I want the
Before.
PS4 version because
It's
the remix came on
PS4.
PS1, so I want to get PS4.
Yeah, PS4. It'll play on your
Because
PS5.
4+1 is 5.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
No, that's how they work.
I'm
I love
definitely
you
doing
guys. I
PS4.
wanted to come up and say that you're great. And Lunar, I'm excited about Suicode and Lunar. And I need to go to bed now because I know I wake up in 7 hours.
You need a refresh, Maddie.
Go to
Yes.
the gym.
Yes.
Wow, what a
Refresh.
troop.
nice.
Go get some
good night,
sleep. Thank you for stopping by.
Good night.
Love you,
Good to
Maddie.
see you.
Bye. I love you.
Bye.
I am gonna go
Omar.
watch Melanie play Super Metroid. I just wanted to come and say hello really quick.
What's up?
That's the
good
hottest
thing,
thing a woman has ever texted me in the last like year, I think.
Hey, baby,
Come
I'm playing
watch
Super
me play
Metroid.
some
Wanna
Super
come watch me play
Metroid.
Super Metroid? Boing. Yes.
Dude, you
I'm
had me
sorry.
at hello.
You know what that means?
All right, guys. Well,
love you.
I'm also going to go watch Melanie play
Maddie.
Super Metroid. So
What the hell?
Wait, what?
Don't worry, he just likes to watch.
This,
I'd be,
this
you know,
conversation went a
Dan
different
knows
way.
I'm a performer. I would be okay with that. All right.
Oh no.
Oh,
We've officially gone
All
into
right.
near after dark.
we're
Yikes.
so far away.
well, it is also time for me to go to bed. So
Yeah, I think we're all turning into
I'm
pumpkins.
here.
yeah,
I
Yeah.
want to talk about the Switch for another 45 minutes and
Dude,
Lunar.
I have had a day.
No, I'm not going to do that.
I am out. I'm going to bed.
Tina,
It's
I
good
make
seeing you
very
guys.
important decisions about staying up and then getting up early. So I need you all to make sure that we end the show. So I actually do go to bed.
yeah.
All
There
right.
you go. Right?
All right.
Let's sign out.
Let me say the thing.
Do it.
Like, subscribe, smash that notification icon so you get updates the second new content drops. Remember, gamers who play the game standards. So love one another. Keep gaming, keep reading, keep playing with toys, keep doing video. Do the thing that you do because you love doing the thing we do. It makes you better. Peace.
Love it. And I love how we've just completely freaked Dan out.
We're like, let's do the triggers that cause.
Y'all have the bonus pack. It's not fair.
Wait. Oh wait, no.
Wait.
Two of them. Come on.
Does it work?
What's the ring?
All right.
Oh, I don't have
Good
the
night,
button.
guys.
Neighbor.
Thanks for joining
All
us,
right.
everybody.
Have a good night. Cheers.
Yeah.
Have a good night,
Happy
everybody.
New
We'll see
Year.
you later.
New year, new you.
All that stuff too.